welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we're going to talk about a stock ticker is PBTS. This is a tech stock, PowerBridge Technologies, and we're going to talk about their fundamentals and also the technicals and see if there's a still option for us to get in and be able to make some money. So this is not going to be a financial advice. I'm just going to give you the facts, and then tomorrow when the market opens, and you can check it out and see if you want to be able to invest in it, or you want to stay away from the stock. So let's talk about that. Before I get into the fundamentals, if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. I release video every day. The objective is to get you guys information early, so this way if you're making a decision, at least you have some informed idea what decisions you're making. So let's talk about the company first. It's a technology company, of course. They have two aspects of the company, right? One is the blockchain part of it, where they're mining Bitcoin and Ethereum. The other part is they're working with the government, where they provide different, AI solutions, big data, and a lot of technologies to the government. And headquarters are in China, and for the blockchain, the headquarters in Singapore. So two aspects. One is Bitcoin part of it, and Ethereum. The other one is providing solution to the government. Now, which is interesting because right now anything mining and all that right now, as you know, Bitcoin is like 29,000 and Ethereum is like 1,700. There's a lot of uncertainty on the market with the cryptocurrencies, but again, that will change, right? Eventually, cryptocurrency is sort of an asset that will be used according to a lot of different firms. I've spoken to different people from different financial firms, and they're already looking into introducing Bitcoin as like a digital asset that can be at least used as collateral or exchanges and things like that. So let's talk about the company's market cap. It's about $88 million company. So it's not a very big company. The company only launched in 2019, so it's sort of a startup company. And on a 52-week range, the highest it got to is $33.64. The lowest it got to is 25 cents. Today, the average volume that was traded for the stock is 272 million. That's off the charts. This is extreme numbers. And on an average, the stock does trade about 2.4 million. Now, this is a good number because anything 2.4 million shares traded in a day is a great number, because this way, at least if you're getting in a position, you could come out of it at the end of the day without really worrying about, if somebody's going to buy your stock or not. So EPS is negative 19. Again, they're not profitable right now. Again, this company only started trading in 2019, so yet to be, prove themselves that they are worthy of a higher dollar amount for their stock, right? Total asset for the stock is about 114 million. Everything is by 1,000. So if you see 114,000, that's times 1,000, that becomes 114 million. Total liabilities are about 31 million. The stockholders' equity is about 82 million. So they do have good stockholders' equity. On the balance sheet, that looks nice. Cash flow, however, is a little bit of a concern. Not a huge concern. They do have some cash on hand of about 7 million in hand. They raised about 11 million from the shares, the stocks, whatever the case is. And investing is their expenses. Their expenses about 3 million. And their operating cash flow is negative 9 million, which means their operations are not successful right now. However, they do have some cash in their hand. So, but again, they don't have any free cash flows, anything like that. So, not a very liquid company. That's like a red flag. They don't have a lot of cash if they do go bankrupt or whatever the case is. Institutional banks are in there a little bit, but 1.58%, and their positions is about 679,000 and 421 were sold out. So they're a little more than they bought a little more than the sold out. And again, these companies, you can find their name online. If you go on to NASDAQ website, you can find out who are the companies invested in them. 7 of these institutional firms bought in 679,000 and 5 of them sold out. As far as the short interest is concerned, about 3.76%. Not a lot of short interest on it. I mean, is 3-4% is pretty normal for any stock. So let's talk about the technicals here, right? So I have a couple of resistance here. I have resistance at $1.53 and resistance at $1.94. Now, these resistance are not from, recent, like this is, I go from monthly, weekly to daily. And these are the resistance when I go to the 15-minute charts. These are very immediate resistance that it has to cross in order to go beyond that, right? But even then, for example, right now it's sitting at $1.12. And there are 4 phases the stock goes through every time, right? There's accumulation, right? This happens right here. It's like a consolidation. Then there's a huge markup for a stock, a little bit of a retracement, and then this is where this markup stops and sort of distribution happens. This is where the people take the profit. And it starts declining. The stock declines. Accumulation starts happening again. Now, what happens usually after this is, usually after accumulation, you have a little bit of markup. Now, market could be huge, or market could go into the resistance and come back down. But there's going to be a markup, and there's going to be distribution. So, and then let's draw it out a little bit, right? Let's see what I'm thinking, right? So I think there's going to be definitely going to be a markup here. So for example, you can have a little bit of a green candle right here. Absolutely. And then let's draw one more time right here, maybe some distribution. So these going to be, in my opinion, probably will be green candles. And now again, this is all speculations. Again, anything can happen tomorrow. And please don't mind my drawing. This is very difficult to draw. I can see a little bit of a markup here, and then you could probably have a decline here. Maybe some distribution can happen here, and this will be probably red, similar to this flow. And of course, if it creates a double top here, you can have a decline after that. But this is going to be a sort of a profit taking, and then you could probably see a decline. But again, if it crosses that resistance, when it crosses that resistance, then it could definitely go up to $1.94 if it crosses that $1.53 mark. So again, it could probably do something like this tomorrow, or it could probably just take off, and this probably could cross $1.53 and could go up. As far as the other indicators are concerned, let's take a look at the moving averages. Let me delete this drawing here. Moving average is saying that there's a support right here for the 10 period that I have here. A moving average, I have 10 period, 30 period, and 50 period. Now there's a little bit of a support here. It could bounce off of that and again take off tomorrow. And if it goes down, again, these are our probabilities, right? The stock could go down as well. If it goes down, it could go down to 37 cents. Of course, as the RSI is concerned, RSI is saying this is around 60, which is a good sign. Anything above 50 means there's still some potential for the stock to head up. And MACD is down, which is moving average conversions, diversions. And again, that can also bounce back tomorrow if there's still momentum tomorrow. So I have a feeling that either, I have a very strong feeling that the stock will have a little bit of a markup here, and then it will decline. But definitely take a look. It's definitely worth to be on the watch list. Add it to your watch list for tomorrow. Definitely watch the stock if you're logged in early. For example, you're pre-market. Check the pre-market data. See how it does. At 9:30, definitely see how the stock does. And I think that maybe early, there's gonna be a lot of profit taking can happen, and then it could go up, markup. A little bit of a red candles you can see, and then see a little bit of a markup, or you can see a markup straight up. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see tomorrow. Definitely keep this on your watch list. The ticker for the stock is PBTS, Power Bridge Technologies. And I just want to bring this out to you guys early so you guys take a look tomorrow. So hope you liked this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, do consider subscribing. I'll talk to you guys in the next video.